Hello everyone, hello peeps, Short and Straight File 5 here. Today we are back in Sonic Megamix Mania. I have added the classic soundtrack from the 5.0 and a few remixes I found on YouTube, so we can have the original soundtrack while playing classic mode, because I like that. We'll play as Sonic and we'll start from the beginning. That's close. No! Woo! Hello, cosmic creature. Oh, I love that original 5.0 soundtrack. Here we go. Ooh, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Well, 1 minute and 29.31 seconds to be exact. Alright, let's turn up the volume. Chillin' so far. How's your day going, man? Well, I guess it's been fine so far. Cool, that's awesome. Thank you, cosmic creature. That's Sunny Shores dealt with. Now it's Dark Fortress. Shit! Oh. Oh, I can't use the light speed dash if I have the electric shield. I actually don't mind the original sprite works here. I actually really like them. You know, it's different from what we got in the, the release, but at least we have like an original representation of the classic mode here. It's definitely more Marbles. Yeah, it's definitely more Marble Zone. No, is it Marble Zone? Yeah, it is Marble Zone. Sorry, I was thinking, getting confused with Marble Garden. Interesting. Yeah. Aw, shit. There goes the fucking shields. Shit, I forgot where I'm supposed to go. Okay. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I remember playing this. Well, not playing this, but listening to the soundtrack a lot in 2021. Oh, just when I was listening to the music, now I have the speed shoes come on. Ah, come on! Ah, shit. See, that's the problem here. So the soundtrack, the 5.0 one, was supposed to appear in the 5.0 version of Megamix that was eventually cancelled. And only ever was, you only could ever hear it in the leaked build. And that was like a pain to play through, so now I can kind of experience it. Of course we don't have the bosses, but I kind of made up for that in Metallic Bass Act 3. You got it, man, you'll get there. Thank you, Cosmic Creature. It's really more of a faster-paced marble zone. There we go. Oh, I did it the wrong way, okay. And also, the classic mode here actually has improved visuals from the original ROM hack too, so... There we go. And I assume once they get the decomp version of this hack out, they can make the Sonic 1 bosses function properly. Yeah, because this is where it would originally be like the Sonic 1 5 Marble Zone boss. Now it's on the city outskirts. I remember I played this classic version. I remember I could get it done pretty quickly for this part. No, they still put the gimmick in. Yeah, pretty short. Background is much different here too. But it's pretty much just Spring Yard Zone. Yeah, a lot of these are just built for Sonic. "30 seconds! Okay, that was pretty fast." Noise, said Cosmic Creature. Yeah, that was really fast. This music's very similar to Stardust Speedway Act 1 in Sonic Mania, which is something everyone has a lot of people pointed out. And I think Christian Whitehead, the guy who, worked on Sonic Mania, actually worked on Sonic Megamix. So with this hack, it's actually going like full circle here. But in the original hack, they didn't really have... I don't think they had custom bad mix. I think it was just the Sonic 1 bad mix, so it's just interesting to see the original ones they have here. Beautiful! Now I remember Misty Maze Zone when I was playing like the classic, it was not... It's very like Labyrinth Zone. Now the track that's playing right now is actually not supposed to be for Megamix, but it was in the 5.0 leaked build. So yeah, this plays a lot more like Labyrinth Zone. And something interesting about this version of Misty Maze, like from the original Megamix, is the fact that if you go out underwater, you can see the background's kind of weird because it's just taken from the Sonic CD, like special stage. But this track's just a placeholder that was used. And then when I learned that, I kind of understood why Misty Maze's soundtrack sounded nothing like the original Megamix when I was looking into the Mania version and why they used Hydro City Alternative. We can keep that bubble shield, will help us a lot. Never mind. Yeah, it's really just Labyrinth Zone. And I kind of like how, like, the background is, like, you can just see the ocean, like, under the water like this. It's just so, I don't know, I like the charm of it. Which is something I kind of missed with, like, the original, with their version of Misty Maze, but thankfully, we kind of have the original version here. And there's like waterfalls down here too. A lot of waterfalls in the tiles. Yeah, but I do prefer the level layout of the Megamix Mania Misty Maze, because this is like very slow. And I keep spamming those badniks around. It's just interesting how they took like parts of the CD special stages and, you know, made them part of the like background here. Aww. But I do like this. I prefer this to Labyrinth Zone because it definitely feels a lot more open thanks to the background just being an open space. You know, it feels less claustrophobic. Fuck. Oh, shit. Yep. Oh, thank God that's over. I mean, at least the background's interesting. Oh my, okay. And I added the cut sets. Originally, this music was going to be used for Misty Maze Zone and Sonic Megamix Mania, and it's just Hydro City Alternative from Sonic 3 Alternative, which was a soundtrack that was made because of the legal issues. So Leanna Wilson was like, "Oh, I'll make like alternative tracks that Sega could use." They never used it. Instead, they used those stupid prototypes. Well, to be fair, it was a fan project, so they've used fan stuff before, so they could have just used these alternative soundtracks if there was copyright issues. But I remember people would list this track as Misty Maze Zone, so I kind of understand the association with it. I remember listening to these tracks a lot. But, it kind of makes me think of, because I remember the years I was listening to them, like 2020 to 2022, those were rough years for me, but I guess with this, game out now, I kind of feel a bit better about it. So even though this level's gonna be like a slog, at the very least we can listen to some tunes while we're at it. And I like the sound effects they have for like inhaling the bubble. Though I do like, I don't know how to feel about Act 2 of Misty Maze and Megamix Mania. I don't know, maybe I'm just not a fan of like the purple, orange sunset colors as much because of how overused it has been in like a lot of like media nowadays. Like ever since like, I think 2018. But I don't know, I kind of like it, at the same time I kind of don't, but I'm not sure. At least we have the classic version if you really want that. Alright. Oh, it says Act 1, but that was Act 2. Well, now we're in Act 3, okay. Oh, something I also liked about the title cards is that it actually changes depending on the zone, like originally planned for Sonic 3. And I believe these tracks were actually composed by Leanna Wilson as well, which is funny because it's using the Sonic Mania brass, which is cool. That's cool with the title cards. Yes, Cosmic Creature. It is. Oh, come on! Oh, there goes my fucking lifeline. At the very least, honestly, the amount of content in this mod reminds me of what I'm doing with Fredbear's 3. I really hate those fuckers. They're really placed in the worst positions. Well, because there's a Sonic 1 ROM hack, and I think eventually Sonic CD, because that's how they got the CD audio. It's like, you have that Sonic 1 bullshit in these areas for the classic. Oh, finally. You know, every time I get a bubble shield in the stamp thing, it's like... Oh, this is the Sonic 1 boss. That's why this is the layout. That was my first drowning death, I think. Or my second. Oh, okay. You just gotta take your time with this thing. But this would have been where the Sonic 1 boss would have been. Just gotta be careful. Well, now that I have the bubble shield, I can be a bit more patient. Yeah, this should be where the... yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, thank God that's over. If I ever replay this, I'm definitely skipping this, because it can. Guess Starry Night? Yeah, there we go! Yeah, everyone's favorite track. Oh, the background is still beautiful as ever. It's very close to the original, but a little more upgraded. You can tell this was inspired a lot more by Stardust Speedway. Honestly, it's like Starry Night and Metallic Bass are kind of like mixes between Scrapping, Metallic Madness, and Starry Night and Stardust Speedway are kind of like, you know, mixes of that. Oh, and in the background, it's the carnival. It's like the carnival from Knuckles Chaotix. So it's like the hack, the ROM hack would like reuse a lot of like interesting locations we've seen before. And while that like cuts down on resources, it also, you know, gives some cool lore. Beautiful. And I like the music they used for Sonic, because each character has their own, like, jingles for, so, like, when Sonic beats his own. And this music was actually going to be used in Sonic Megamix Mania originally, but it never got used. I was gonna use someone else's remix, but it kind of didn't fit, so I thought this would fit. I kind of like the more cold, like, instrument they use here. I just love the background of Starry Night. It's just like, it's a summer night in a city, and it's like there's trees in the background. It's like a beautiful, like, metropolis. It reminds me of, like, Metallic Madness, Good Future a lot. Oh, it doesn't loop properly. There we go. I just love the background on this. And this music would have been used for the Metal Sonic boss in Starry Night, because originally, if you remember in the original, like, hack, well, not the original hack, the original Megamix Mania, Metal Sonic actually appeared in Starry Night, and he had his own boss fight. And what was interesting is, like, how this music's kind of like a bad future version of, like, Starry Night. Kind of in the style CD would do it, the Sonic CD would do it. And I just included it here even though there isn't really anything in the game that's like a Metal Sonic race other than the challenge mode we played last time we did this stream. So I have to private that stream because I have to re-edit some of the shit. I just want to see if the music plays fully. It's definitely a more high-stakes version of Starry Night. So it plays it in full at the very least. I guess the loops don't loop properly because you have to edit like them in the files. My favorite track and zone in this mod. I always love the final levels the best. So metallic bass is kind of like a power plant. It looks like a nuclear power plant. And I like all the hazard tape it has. It feels like a mix between Scrap Brain and what do you call it? And Metallic Madness. Background's also moving as well, which is cool. The city's outskirts also have like an animated background. I love that background. I like the dark cloudy skies and the like lake in the background. That's it. Yeah, I kind of like this better than. I don't know. I really like this. I'm a fan of like dark cloudy skies. It's cool to be able to finally play like the original version of this, because I never could, because I was only interested in, I only found out about Megamix because of its soundtrack, the 5.0 version. So the original one, when it used a bunch of other ROMs, they had a lot of cool ones, like the Green Hill Zone remix and Chaos Angel Hub. Okay. Now this track actually is it's from the leaked build of Sonic Megamix, and I just found it today. So this is like a very early version of metallic bass, but I put it in because, I don't know, I wanted some difference here, even if it's kind of inconsistent. I know, I pulled a fucking Sonic Superstars here with the track choice. And it's also, the audio's not really correct because it's a bit too quiet to hear it. I'll be honest, I like the original 5.0 version of the metallic bass better because the thing is that it doesn't have, like, you can't really hear the as much in the Megamix version, which is something I don't really like. It's kind of obscured, which kind of sucks. So I kind of prefer the original version, metallic bass, more. Oh. I guess you have to do it manually. It is a Sonic Mania mod, so of course we're gonna have to expect that type of stuff. An electric shield is pretty useful here. Well, we did it. Now for this one, next one, because we didn't really have the bosses in classic mode, I decided to add the actual boss theme from Megamix here. I really like the original boss theme, so I added it as like Act 3 here. Like, doesn't really fit, but I like it. Sounds cool. I'm glad you like it, Corey. I mean, Cosmic Creature. Oh, you can get a good view of the background here. That's absolutely beautiful. I like that. I actually don't mind the difficulty here because it doesn't feel like, you know, it doesn't really feel as bullshit as like other zones are. Okay, I guess we smashed through it. Had a very similar layout to oh. Yeah, had a very similar layout to the what do you call it? Scrap Brain Act 3. Oh right, so this is the final boss.
It's showtime!
So we have to do this with no rings. Okay, I did this fucking perfect on the previous stream.
It's showtime!
Okay. Yeah, so it's an edited Sonic 1 final boss. And this is the final boss music that was intended to play, which is like a remix of the original boss theme. You can tell it's really, you can tell the era this was made. You know, in the 2000s. Oh, that's just great. We have to hit it 4 times, and then we don't gotta worry about that, because it's just the Sonic Mania Metallic Madness Act 1 boss.
It's showtime!
But that's just a Sonic 1 final boss. Just... I think he goes to the same, like, no shit. So now that we've done that, there's a pattern. Yeah, every 4th piston is going to be him. usually Robotnik would be like speeding off in his Eggmobile here, but you know, the limitations of being a Mania mod. That's the classic mode. Ah, shit. And yes, there was originally a soundtrack recomposing all the original like Genesis tracks they used from other games for it. But I just wanted to use the 5.0 one. No disrespect to anyone, but I just wanted to really like use that one. So yeah, that was cool. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone. I think I'm just gonna go to bed now.